Hey, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Facebook cloning and hacking is a big problem. There are a lot of people that have had their Facebook accounts hacked, and there's a lot of people that have had their Facebook profiles cloned. What can you do about that? Pretty simple. There are several steps that you can take to protect your Facebook profile. Let's take a look and see what you can do to make sure that hackers don't get a hold of your Facebook account. Take a look at my Facebook account. Burton Kelso, the technology expert. One of the major things that can happen with a Facebook account is it can get hacked. And hacking is different than cloning. If your Facebook account is hacked, essentially means that someone has figured out your Facebook password by your email password combination. So simply put, if you have a Facebook account, you definitely want to make sure that you use a secure password with that account. Um, if you've got an online account that you use an email address with, such as Facebook, make sure that the email account that you use for another service is not the same that you use as Facebook. What hackers will do a lot of times is that they'll figure out your email password combination, and they'll use that to try to get into multiple popular accounts such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So if you've got multiple accounts that use the same email as Facebook, you definitely want to change that and make it a secure password. So that's how you can prevent your account from being hacked. Now, what about cloning? Well, that's a different procedure, and it's a multi-level aspect of why that happens. When a hacker clones your account, the ideal is for a hacker to duplicate your Facebook account in order to get access to your friends list, and then your friends will get spam messages from that fake account, and it'll lure them into giving out personal information, which hackers will use in order to compromise their online accounts. So what can you do to prevent your Facebook account from being cloned? Pretty simple. First step is number one, you definitely don't want to accept friend requests from people you don't know. Um, we all get friend requests, and I've got one here. Um, so I've got at least 9 accounts here that are trying to friend me. Some have mutual friends, some don't. The ones that you can accept are the ones that you do have mutual friends with. But if you don't know, you definitely just delete the request. It's pretty simple. You better be safe than sorry, and get in contact with the person the old-fashioned way if it's someone you know, via email or phone, to find out if they're a legitimate person, if that you can accept their Facebook request. The other thing too, there may have been some people that you have friended that may actually be hackers. So you want to go through to your friends list and definitely check and make sure that there are people in there that you know. If there's anyone that you don't know, you definitely want to go through and get those people out of your friends list, because they could be hackers that are scanning your accounts to see if they can duplicate information that's on your Facebook account. So again, if there's any friends in there that you don't know, you definitely want to delete them out of there, so that way you don't have any hackers looking at your stuff. Next thing you can do is you can edit your Facebook privacy settings. And that's pretty simple. To go to your main page on Facebook, and then you want to click on the down arrow here, and then we want to go to settings. Once we're under settings, we want to click on privacy. Once you're under privacy, you can change your settings and who can see your stuff in Facebook. You can edit it. As far as your posts are concerned, you can edit it and change it from public to either only me or only your friends, which is highly recommended in this day and age with Facebook. So public posts are great, but again, there's a risk that hackers can see information if it's public, because that means that someone can Google your name and account and find out your information. So again, change that setting from public to friends only, so that only your friends on Facebook can see your information. You can go through, you can limit your old posts so people can't go through your stuff. Then also too, as far as who can contact me, again, you want to go to edit, and then you want to make sure that you change that to friends of friends, so that way only friends of friends can find out your information on Facebook. And then also too, you want to go to who can look me up. change that from everyone to either friends or friends of friends. So you want to try to make your account as private as possible if you want to prevent your Facebook account from being hacked. Um, Another thing that you can do to keep hackers from getting a hold of your information is to go in and change the settings for your photo albums. You can go in and limit who can see the information in your photo albums. So if we go to albums, and not all photos that you see are albums, but let's scroll to a good one. Here's an album that's untitled. So this one is set up for only me, which means I can only see that information. But you can definitely change an album setting to public so that the whole world sees it. But for our purposes of keeping our Facebook account from getting cloned, you want to change it to friends only so that only your Facebook friends can see what's going on with your Facebook account. Another thing that you can do to keep your account from being cloned, or if it is cloned, you can prevent hackers from having an identical account to you, is to go in and change your banner, logo, or cover photo and your profile photo. So if you change those on a regular basis, it can definitely keep your account different from people seeing or hacking and cloning your account. And then finally, you just want to make a public post on your Facebook page to all your friends that you do not accept any friend requests from you if they come through. That way, your friends will be aware that they are friends with you, and that if any other friend requests come through, that it definitely means that it's a hacker that is using that information. So there's a few tips that you can use in order to keep your Facebook profile safe from being hacked and from being cloned. Hopefully you can take these steps into account and make sure that no one gets access to your information on Facebook. As always, if you've got comments or questions, leave them in the comments section below. You can check us out on YouTube and view more great computer tips and technology tips like this one to help you get the most out of your technology that you use in your day-to-day lives. We're all over social media. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and I think that's all of them. Anyway, as always, take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile.